should throw her the hell out of our country. Let me just tell you something. We don't want those people. Does that make sense? You know why we don't want them? Because many have been no good, and they shouldn't be in our country.
What do you mean by those people? Can you
The
clarify?
people from different countries that are not friendly to us, and countries that are out of control themselves. Countries like Somalia that have virtually no government, no military, no police. All they do is go around killing each other. Then they come into our country and tell us how to run our country. We don't want them.
What are you talking
How
about?
many countries roughly?
You got to talk up.
She said how many countries?
Is there a list of...
Well, I guess we gave you 19, right? And it's probably more than that.
Is that what you mean when you mean third world countries, those 19?
No, I don't think they're all third world, but in many cases they are third world. They're not good countries. They're very crime-ridden countries. They're countries that don't do a good job. They're countries that don't register from the standpoint of success. And we, frankly, don't need their people coming into our country telling us what to do.
Hey, the president threw out a tweet the other day, or maybe something on Truth Social that says, hey, Ilhan Omar has to go. She needs to be thrown out the country immediately. It was a post from Truth Social. You can see it right here. Yeah. How many of you guys feel the exact same way? Seriously, how many? Shout out to Commander Greg Bovino, who I think he went somewhat viral the other day. Yeah, he wished, Ilhan a Merry Christmas. I don't know if they celebrate Christmas. I don't think they do. But he says here in this tweet that came out, Merry Christmas, Minnesota. You are doing better each day with massive deportations of illegal aliens. Ilhan, more to come. Merry Christmas, and God bless you on Christ's birthday. Merry Christmas, and may American exceptionalism continue. Yo, ultimate troll move. Troll move. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see this, but ultimate troll move. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. And the reason I don't have a problem with it is we have entirely too many people over here on the government dole, basically robbing, pillaging, and taking away from American citizens who, let's just say it, should be looked out for before we even think about looking out for anybody else. Let's just keep it a buck. Hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel.
The illegals aren't even the biggest problem. It's the organizations and the people that are trying to obstruct ISIS operations that are the biggest problem. These are the activists right here that are aiding and abetting illegal aliens that are working with NGOs in America, many of the times the same NGOs that invited the invasion into our country, blowing whistles out here to get attention, and then putting it out on social media where ICE is in the community. These are the enemies within, right here. Illegals are bad, they need to be deported, but these organizations and individuals that are aiding and abetting, they're worse.
Is this a form of treason? Those people that are out there, getting in the middle, getting in the way, of ICE doing their job. Is that considered treasonous behavior?
So what illegals do you want to keep in your community? Are rapists okay? Are murderers okay? Are terrorists okay?
What a lady! Guys.
You move. Go back to wherever the f you're from. Let's roll, fellas. Let's roll. Get that camera out of here.
What illegals are okay? Rapists, murderers?
Fuck off.
Terrorists?
You're a rapist.
You're okay with all of them? I'm not ICE, so I'm just asking you a question.
Oh, you're real America's voice?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, there you go. Any illegals, you're okay with keeping them all? Rapists,
no
murderers?
human being is illegal.
Some of that came into our country illegally, so all of them you're okay with? Why are you blowing your whistle, sir?
Because you're a fascist pig.
This is what happens when you get a mayor and a police chief and a governor who want to protect illegals and activists over American citizens. They encourage this kind of behavior. Leftist activists coming out, obstructing ICE.
Get the fuck out of here! Fuck you!
Yeah, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. Shout out to Ben from Real America's Voices doing his thing. Shout out to him. But these people are crazy. Are these treasonous individuals? Is this behavior considered treasonous? I want to hear from you guys. Let's keep going.
He assaulted the police officer, even attempted to choke him and steal his weapon. Now, he was picked up, he was arrested, but then released before ICE could file a detainer. So yesterday, they had to put together a big special response team and go into the north side of Minneapolis to get him.
All of this is unnecessary. Seriously. If the people, in these positions of authority out there in Minnesota, especially in law enforcement, especially the governor, just sign it and say, hey, man, the people that commit crimes, none of this would be going on if, the police department, if law enforcement out there, corrections officers or facilities, if they actually just said, hey, man, these are illegal criminals, they've committed crimes, we're going to just hand these people right over to ICE, a lot of this wouldn't be going on. They want this. Democrats want this. They want ICE out here in the streets so they can have this type of footage. They want it. They want the conflict.
There was no sanctuary policies in a city like Minneapolis and St. Paul, we'd be able to get them at the jail.
Yeah.
But because they have those policies, we have to go look for them at their house. And when we go to their house, we're going to arrest anybody that's illegal in that house.
And that's what they did. 2 more guys ICE says are in the U.S. illegally were found in that house. They were swept up in the raid. People in the neighborhood started waking up and blowing whistles. That drew a small crowd of protesters. And one of the protesters put her hands on the ICE agent, a little bit of a shove, if you will, trying to get through the perimeter. That was enough for her to be zip-tied and taken into federal custody. All of it instead of handing this individual over in the jail.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy what's going on. And to be honest with you, if you are an illegal immigrant out there, you would almost prefer that be the case, because if one of your friends get locked up, they let them go. They find out where this individual live. You're at the house. Now, all of y'all are gone. This is crazy. These people aren't thinking this thing through.
What's going on?
I'm obliged to be in this country, sir. I have an immigration status.
Is this for an immigration thing?
Yeah, I have an immigration status.
Yeah, it's illegal immigrant. That's his status.
I do, sir.
We wouldn't be talking to you right now.
I do, sir.
Okay, sir, you know what? We're going to have to.
I do. No, he said he asked me if I...
All right, ma'am, I'm going to have to.
And they will verify what you're telling them.
No, I'll stay back, though. I do want to make sure he's safe, you know?
All good, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't in the hood with those cameras. They ain't in the neighborhoods, where the bullets are flying around with those cameras up. But you'll watch the police, you'll watch these ICE agents do their job, huh? These people are ridiculous, man. And it's politicians like this next guy that I'm about to show you, that they're the reason that this entire situation is being exacerbated. It's politicians like him and so many others on the national level within the Democrat Party that are actually exacerbating this issue.
Your mayor stands with you. Your governor stands with you. Your legislators stand with you. Your mayor-elect stands with you. We stand with you in building a community that works for all of us. We stand with you in saying that our neighborhoods deserve to be safe and peaceful. And so when someone breaks our content, our social contract, we're going to investigate. We're going to come find you. We're going to arrest you for actions that you did. And that our police officers, our local law enforcement will never, ever, ever criminalize someone because of their identity.
No one's being criminalized because of their identity. They're being criminalized because they came across our southern border illegally, or they came over here legally but overstayed whatever temporary visa they may have came over here on. That has nothing to do with the identity of an individual. These people play word games, man.
And by the way, when Mayor Fry says they're arresting people based on how they look, he's not making that up. He says that because they have said they're arresting people because of the way that they look.
That's one. There's a multitude of things that has to happen, that has to showcase itself before they can actually just arrest a person. They're not just looking at people that are of, certain, melanin and things of that nature and saying, you know what, arrest that guy. There's a couple things. And they know this. They're just being disingenuous and lying. This is crazy.
Add up to Why are they engaged in all this? What is their objective here? It's the Somalification of America. In other words, when you see the state of Somalia, that's what they want for America at the end of the day, because it's easier to rule over an empire of ashes than it is for the Democratic Party to rule over a functioning, Western, high-trust society with a strong middle class. Look how powerful the Democrat Party became in Minnesota once they flooded it with 100,000 Somalians.
Facts. And it's not just Minneapolis. There's a multitude of places like this.
The elections were decided, right, by clan rivalries and ethnic feuds. Once that happened, the Democrat Party became permanently powerful in Minnesota. They became permanently powerful in the Twin Cities. That's their model for America, to make the whole country into a version of Somalia. And everything they do gets down to that. So when you ask me what I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving, I praise God every day that Donald Trump is our president, and we've gone from 30% inflation, 20 million illegals, unlimited refugees.
Yeah. Things got to change. But I need you guys to see what's going on in the school systems up in Minnesota. Y'all need to see this. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but this is wild.
In this week's episode of Coming to a Classroom Near You, we look at the new requirement to teach ethnic studies in all K-12 schools in Minnesota, which
Ethnic studies. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
must be implemented in 2026. Ethnic studies includes 3 distinct standards: identity, resistance, and ways of knowing and methodologies. The Center for Race, Indigeneity, Disability, Gender, and Sexuality Studies at the University of Minnesota, or RIDGES, is converting these new ethnic studies standards into free lesson plans for school districts. RIDGES' self-declared mission is to challenge systems of power and inequality and imagine social transformation.
This is Marxism 101, folks. This is right out the Marxist playbook.
Let's take a look at one of these taxpayer-funded lesson plans from the U of M. This first one is for 6th graders, 12-year-olds, and fulfills the Ethnic Studies Resistance Standard, which instructs students to organize and describe how individuals and communities have fought for freedom and liberation against systemic and coordinated exercises of power. It's called Protest Art and the Movement for Black Lives. Designed to take place over 3 days, the lesson focuses on the movement for Black lives and the role of protest art in mediating power in the city. Students will watch a video about George Floyd Square produced by Unicorn Riot, a nonprofit left-wing media collective that films Antifa and Black Lives Matter rallies across the country. Students will also learn...
What does this have to do with learning to read, learning mathematics, and doing those... doing those subjects on grade level? What does that have to do with anything?
And how local artists responded to the death of George Floyd during the 2020 riots through mural art. Students will create their own protest art for a cause of their choice. They will even research where in the city the art could go. One of the suggestions for protest art from the U of M is defunding the police. Next, they will work through the Black Lives Matter Principles Activity Book, which features all 13 Black Lives Matter principles and definitions.
A known Marxist organization.
The principles reflect the organization's thoughts on families, disrupting the Western prescribed nuclear family structure.
Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? Black villages, Black women, loving engagement, empathy, queer affirming, transgender affirming, unapologetically Black. How is this? What is this? What is going on? This is being implemented in the Minnesota school district curriculum.
And transgender affirmation to dismantle cisgender privilege. Again, this will be coming to all Minnesota public schools beginning in 2026. Wow. When ethnic studies was presented to the Minnesota legislature in 2023, it was portrayed as the study of different cultures, students seeing themselves in the curriculum and learning honest history. But like so many other familiar terms, Minnesota's version of ethnic studies has been hijacked to apply a liberated approach to understanding our world. Minnesota students deserve a robust education that includes learning hard historical truths and frank discussions on where this country has fallen short, not one that is confined to a narrow, politicized, and ideological worldview.
She is absolutely right. Oh my goodness.
Recently, California rejected a statewide ethnic studies mandate because it was too divisive. How will Minnesota respond? To see more
Hey, people in the state, I don't know how many of my folks, that watch the channel are from Minnesota or live in Minnesota, but if you guys are not aware of this, and especially if you have children that are in school, oh my goodness. One, get your kids out of public school. They got to go. This is ridiculous. They're not in the business of educating your children. And honestly, I don't think they've been in the business of educating the children in a very long time. At this point, it's simply indoctrination. And what this right here just showcased, this is the Marxist playbook right there. Now, what you guys got to understand is that when it comes to Marxism refrains life as oppressor and oppressed. Look at what they were teaching there. It's group guilt instead of a personal accountability, and it's victimhood as an identity. All of these things they're all antithetical to the values built here in America or American principles. We're looking at individual agency and upward mobility and personal responsibility. Not these people. They're indoctrinating with the children with this victim mindset. It's crazy. Marxism thinking, hey, failure is always someone else's fault. Success is always suspicious. And dependency is what they're preaching. That's what they want. They want you to be dependent upon the system. I cannot believe that they're taking anything from Black Lives Matter and implementing it into the public education system. This is outrageous.
We are no longer a Christian nation. We do not consider ourselves a Christian nation. The United States has been enriched by Muslim Americans. Since our founding, American Muslims have enriched the United States. Islam has always been a part of America's story.
But I want to say something here. The only thing that is truly served as an anchor of the United States of America is that we have been, and by the grace of God, we always will be a Christian nation. I'm not saying you have to be a Christian to be an American. I'm saying something simpler and truer. Christianity is America's creed. The shared moral language from the Revolution to the Civil War and beyond. Across that history, our country's major debates have always centered on how we could best as a people please God. That creed, think about it. That creed motivated our understanding of natural law and rights, our sense of duty to one's neighbor, the conviction that the strong must protect the weak, and the belief in individual conscience. Even our famously American idea of religious liberty is a Christian concept because we're all creatures of.
You can see it come full circle now. We all get an idea of where this comes from. This trajectory that we are on can be traced right back to the first Obama-Biden administration. They are to blame. This was the plan. This was their game plan all along. Sheesh. I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts? Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications to on. Turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Consider joining the ARP family or buy your brother a coffee. I hope you enjoyed the holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to each and every one of you guys. As always, keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.
It is God who arms me with strength. Yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle. My heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory. Through my Lord Jesus Christ, it can't live in me. I was down to the dirt, red clay on my shoes, old pain in my shirt, oh so bruised. Then the Lord hit my chest, kicked air from my breath, put power in my step.